makeup video in so long. It's been like a year. I think like 2017 summer was the last time that I filmed a makeup video. So I'm kind of all over the place right now. Don't really know what I'm doing. I'm gonna practice some more and I'll get better. So just bear with me for a little bit while I figure things out again and kind of get back in the rhythm of knowing what I'm doing. So I always start off by moisturizing my face. Even though my skin's pretty oily, the moisturizer that I use helps suck in the oil. I'm using the Kiehl's Blue Herbal Moisturizer. It's just a sample package right now because I went into Kiehl's, wasn't really sure what I wanted, so they gave me a few samples. So since I have been getting pimples and I've been breaking out, I have acne on my forehead and stuff, I went to the Body Shop and picked up this tea tree oil. Apparently tea tree oil is supposed to help dry up pimples and acne. So I just put some on my fingers and then just put some wherever I have been breaking out, which is mostly around my mouth and on my forehead. I don't have any face primer right now, but I do have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. So I usually spray this on my face before I apply my makeup. I'm going to be going in with the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealer, and I'm in color, where does it say the color? 7? Cream? I think that's the color. The cover is really nice. You don't need a lot to cover up what you're trying to cover up. So I put it under my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead, and then just a few swipes on my cheeks. Then I'm going to go ahead and dampen my beauty blender. After I soak it in water, I usually take a cloth and just squeeze out the excess water. The only reason I like to dampen it is because the water makes it expand and become a little bit more fluffy without it being a little bit, like when you buy it, they're pretty hard and it's harder to apply the makeup. So then I'm just going to go ahead and blend it all in. So after it's all blended in on my face, I make sure that it's all blended into my hairline, my ears, and my neck, so there's no lines of makeup. Especially because this Clinique foundation I bought in the summer when I was pretty tanned, so it's a bit darker. My tan has faded a little bit, so I'm just making sure that I'm blending it into my neck. So now I'm going to go ahead with setting powder. I'm using the Maybelline New York Fit Me Translucent Matte and Poreless Powder. So using this angled flat brush, I'm going to go ahead, get some powder on the brush, and then just by tapping it onto my skin. Like I said earlier, my skin is really oily, so I put the setting powder pretty much everywhere, and then I just put extra setting powder in my T-zone. I'm going to go in and do my eyeshadow. So since I'm doing a Barbie inspired look, I was thinking I'm gonna go in and do like a pink tones on my eyes. So I'm gonna go in and use this Lord & Taylor palette. Now to make this look, you obviously don't need this palette. You can totally use something equivalent to it that has like the same kind of pattern. Same kind of color scheme. I'm gonna go in with this color first. And I'm just using a nice fluffy brush by the same collection that I used before from Amazon. And I'm just putting that color all over the lid, just kind of as a base color. It's just a super light pink. So it's not really showing up much, not the best pigmentation. Using my finger definitely made the color show up better on my eye, because then all the eyeshadow didn't get lost in the brush. After I do that, I'm gonna go in with a kind of more darker pink for the crease. Okay, so it's looking a little bit more purple than pink, like I'm wanting it to look. Go in with this dark pink red color, using the same fluffy brush. Yeah, that's better. That's more what I'm wanting. And I'm just putting this on the outer corner of my eye, kind of blending it into the purple color that I just put on. So that just made it look a little bit more pink. Now moving on, I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to be going in with the color Love Letter. So for this color, I'm using a more narrow brush like this. It's the brush that actually came with the palette. This brush just lets you be a little bit more specific of where you're putting the color, so it's not going everywhere. Like with the fluffy brush, you're more blending it in like a big area. This, I'm just wanting it in a certain spot, so I'm just dabbing it along on the outer corner and then a little bit in the crease. But then I'm going to take the fluffy brush and just kind of blend it in a little bit so there's no harsh lines. So now I'm just going in with a shimmery color. It's kind of just like a pinky gold. And I'm going to be using this angled flat brush. Might have to use my finger because it is from the drugstore. Yeah, I'm going to go in with my finger. Okay, so I applied the sparkliness. Wow, I'm so annoying. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the outer corners because I want it to be kind of more precise. So I'm going to take the concealer. When you're itchy and wearing makeup, and now you can see that it's a little bit more cleaned up compared to the other side. But after I did that, I'm going to go ahead and set the concealer that I just put on using the same setting powder as before. Now that the bottom's all cleaned up, I'm going to do the eyeshadow on the bottom of my eye. So for this, I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette with the brush that came with the palette, and I'm going to go in with Buen Fresco. Going from outer corner to inner corner, just brushing it nicely along my bottom lash line. Sweeping it up, blending it into the eyeshadow on top of my eye. The next color I'm going to be using for the lower lash line is Love Letter. And this is the darker pink, so I'm just putting this right on the outer corner of my lower lash line. Now that I'm done all the eyeshadow, I'm going to finish my face makeup. Going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer. And I'm using this angled brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Going ahead with the same brush, using the same bronzer, I'm going to define my jawline. Just using a very light amount of powder because you don't want to make it too dark and make it look like you have a dark makeup line. You just want to have it enough so it looks defined. Now going back to this big Lord & Taylor palette, I'm going to go into the blushes. I'm going to use like the brightest pink blush possible. Going in with my angle rounded brush. So you can't really see how pink it is. Put some more on just so you guys can see it. And then I'm going to take this big fluffy brush here and just kind of blend it in so it doesn't look as harsh and like I'm a clown instead of Barbie. Now going back to doing my eyes, I'm taking the Stylographic Fine Line eyeliner from Sephora. I'll be going in and doing my eyeliner with a little wing. So it's just a little baby wing. So cute. I just went ahead and did the other eye off of camera since you can't really see that when I'm doing it. And put my false lashes on. I popped these lashes on. Now I'm gonna put some mascara on the bottom lashes. I'm just using the Maybelline Great Lash mascara. It's one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. And now that my eyelash glue has kind of dried, I'm going to take a curler, curl the lashes so they look even more dramatic. To fill in my eyebrows, I've been using this eyeshadow palette. It works really well. I just use mostly the last 3 dark colors here. I use this small little brush. Before I start, I'm just going to take a spoolie and just brush them in the direction that I'm wanting the hairs to go. And first use the lighter colors to do the thicker part of my eyebrow. Super lightly along the thicker part of my eyebrow. Then start going in with darker shades as we get to the thinner part. Time for a highlighter. I feel like every girl's favorite part of their makeup is their highlighter. Who doesn't want to glow? So, oh no. Oh, it's okay. I have carpet, it didn't break. So the highlighter that I'm using is from Smashbox. It's the Spotlight palette, and it's very used. I've had it for a while, but I love the colors in it. It has 3 different colors in it. Turn It Pearl, Crank It Up Pearl, and Blow a Fuse Pearl. So I'm going to use more of the pinky tones at the end here. So I put it on my cheekbones and then my Cupid's bow. So I use my small angled brush here for my Cupid's bow. My nose. And under my eyebrows. I'm actually going to take some and put it in the corner of my eyes as well. Now for the lips, I'm taking this Lip Venom lip plumper. It comes in this like cool, oh, that was a cool sound. It comes in this cool container and it's just a lip plumper, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on first. So I put the lip plumper on, and for my lipstick I'm going to be using this light pink lipstick. It's from Victoria's Secret. On the bottom, Color Drama lipstick, and the color is Wish. And then just using my finger, I'm just getting off the excess. So this is the end of my video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, you should subscribe and hit the little bell button so you know whenever I'm posting a new video. I'm going to be trying to post once a week. Not sure if I'll be able to do that, but I'm going to try my best. So yeah, hope you guys liked my video, and I'll see you in my next one.